So let me get this straight. You threw an insult and then you backpedaled and then you gave, was that supposed to be an apology? Mm, I don't think so. Sit down. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. Listen, this is Kitchen Table Talk Live with SpillitBoyTV, and I got something to definitely say. Oh, Stephen A. Smith, are you serious, sir? Are you serious? Do you really believe that we don't understand or know what's really going on or what you actually did? Stop playing. Stop playing. Don't ever play in our faces. Don't do that. Don't do that. I think this whole situation was really beneath you. I do. I think it was beneath you. And I was pretty appalled. But let me go back to the beginning. Let me go back to the beginning. I'm talking about Stephen A. Smith. For those of you who don't know, which I'm sure y'all do, he's a sports commentator and a journalist for ESPN. Okay. Very popular, very popular. He does his thing and he's well known. Okay. And that's part of his zhuzh is that he is very outspoken. He's very blunt in his delivery. He says what he wants to say, basically. Sort of like me, say it unapologetically, usually. Well, Mr. Smith took his behind over there onto Sherry Shepherd's show the other day. And Sherry said something to him about Rihanna doing the Super Bowl. And I think we were all shocked that he even went this route because the route that he went was so zesty and petty and a cheap shot. He started with this old nasty, well, Rihanna's this and she's that. She's many things, but what she isn't is Beyonce. And Sherry was kind of shocked too, kind of put her back. Sherry's like, oh, wait a minute now. Like, you're not ready to drag me into this mess right here. But he literally just disrespected Rihanna. There's no other way to even look at it. It was disrespect. It was unnecessary. It was uncalled for. And it was very unbecoming of a man of his stature. It was very unbecoming. And there was just no purpose to it. Or was there? Or was there? Or was there? And then, very shortly after the show, he comes back, he gets on social media, and he issues an apology to Rihanna. Saying, basically, and it really wasn't, the apology was crap. It really wasn't an apology. Basically, that, his all-time favorite Super Bowl performance was Beyonce. So he kind of just holds everybody to that. And it wasn't an apology. Basically, what it really was him kind of doubling down on what he said, but trying to sugar it up a little bit. But he's not that swift. He's not that swift. I saw it for what it was. His whole thing coming on Sherry Shepherd was to promote his new book. He has a new book called Straight Shooter. Okay? Called Straight Shooter. Y'all see where I'm going? This was a nasty little cheap stunt. That's how I see it. You all tell me in the comments what y'all think, but that's what I see. I seen a cheap stunt that I totally believe was beneath Stephen A. Smith. Stephen Hill, no, not at all. Never was Stephen Hill do something like this. Stephen Smith. This was just beneath him. It was so petty. You thought you were going to get a little something going, kick up a little dirt a little bit, and using these two ladies. I don't think so. I don't think so. And I honestly, now we're talking about you. We're definitely talking about you. So definitely people will know that the book is out there and that kind of thing. But I think you picked the wrong two people to pull a stunt on because the fans, mm-mm, mm-mm. The fans, they anger easy and they forgive sometimes never. So I think this was a cheap stunt. I saw where you were coming from. It was petty. It was zesty. I didn't care for it. It it was just ridiculous. But this was nothing but a stunt to try to get folks buzzing about his book. And then all you did was really you contradicted yourself because the fact if you're a straight shooter, why would you be giving an apology? Whether it be a good apology or a bad apology. Why would you be giving an apology at all? You're supposed to be a straight shooter, right? You say what you want and you mean what you say. You stand on it. Ain't that isn't that that's what you was pumping? That's the message that you give. Before I take it back, I'll add more to it, right? Ain't that what it's all about? That's what your book's all about, ain't it? Yet here you are issuing a half-ass apology. Did you owe the apology? Yes, you do. You owe it to both of them. You owe it to both of them. You definitely owed an apology to Rihanna because there was no reason for you to come at her. And number two, I don't know if you thought you were complimenting Beyonce, but if you know anything about her, she don't even like that kind of stuff. She doesn't like her name being pushed in the middle of stuff like that. So this was a lose lose, and I don't think that it will work. I truly believe that Stephen was trying to push book sales, push awareness of his book. Well, okay, people are aware of your book now, but are those people who weren't going to buy it originally going to buy it? Will the Beehive run out and buy your book? Eh, I doubt it. I doubt it. And the thing is, the Beehive, I'm sure, really feels the same way you feel. There is no comparison with the Beehive and Riri's fans. There's no comparison. Those who love Beyonce love Beyonce. Those who love Rihanna love Rihanna. But you putting yourself in the midst of it, trying to be using it for your own good, I don't think so. Listen, you all tell me, am I off the mark? Am I off the mark or do you agree? Leave it in the comments. I think it was zesty and I think it was shady and I think it was unnecessary, petty, and very see through, Mr. Smith. Anyway, until next time, ciao. Can't take folks nowhere over there. Sherry showing out and clowning. Lord have mercy. I laughed at Sherry's face, and Sherry quickly jumped on that and was like, I am not on board. Not at all. Anyway, catch you all next time. Leave it in the comments. What y'all think?
And feel like